recently set out to create an epic vegan cornbread, one that's just as good as the classic. And later today, we'll be putting my recipe up against your standard issue vegan cornbread in a blind taste test with total strangers. Well, maybe not total strangers, but more on that later.
If I had to pick between those two, I would definitely prefer them.
I've made several popular vegan cornbread recipes and they're all kind of like this. They're not bad exactly, but they're more like cake than anything. They lack that beautiful golden crust and that deep corn flavor. For my recipe, we're gonna get started by making our vegan buttermilk, which is just full-fat oat milk and some apple cider vinegar. It's gonna act kind of as a leavener for the bread and provide a really subtle tang that will balance the sweetness. For our dry ingredients, we'll start with cornmeal. When you go to the grocery store, try to avoid this standard boxed cornmeal. It's industrially processed in these huge steel mills, and they rip out the germ and the hull of the corn kernel. So you get this super finely ground cornmeal that doesn't have a lot of interesting texture, and you also don't get that rich, sweet corn flavor. What I instead recommend using is stone ground cornmeal. The way that's processed leaves the corn kernel more intact, so you get more pure corn flavor, as well as more interesting dimension and texture in your cornbread. So we're gonna be using Bob's Red Mill yellow stone ground cornmeal. It works really well in this recipe and you can get it at most grocery stores. We're also gonna add some all-purpose flour to our cornmeal. I found that the best ratio is 2 parts cornmeal to 1 part flour. A lot of vegan recipes for cornbread and even non-vegan recipes will use a 1-to-1 ratio, so 1 cup of flour and 1 cup of cornmeal. I found in my dozens of tests that mostly results in a lightly flavored corn cake with a super cakey texture, and it lacks the bite and super corn flavor that I really like in cornbread. We really want the corn flavor and bite to shine through, so we're only gonna add as much flour as necessary to allow the cornbread to get some structure and some lift. And of course we need some baking powder and sea salt. We'll make a little well in our dry ingredients and add our liquid ingredients, starting with the vegan buttermilk. We want to avoid a dry cornbread, which can be pretty common with vegan cornbreads, so we're going to use 2 techniques to add moisture. First, olive oil and vegan butter. Traditional cornbread has whole buttermilk, eggs, and butter, so we have to add some plant-based sources of fat and some buttery flavor. Second, we're going to use a mixture of brown sugar and agave nectar instead of the more commonly used cane sugar, which has less moisture. But we don't want to add too much sweetener. It's not a dessert, and we don't want to turn it into a cake. We'll mix everything together gently with a whisk. You want to avoid over mixing, and it's totally normal if there are a few lumps. This part is optional, but I absolutely love the flavor combo of corn and rosemary, so I'm going to add some freshly chopped rosemary to the batter. But if you want a more classic cornbread, you can totally skip this step. Or if you want a kick in your cornbread, you could dice up some jalapeno peppers, take out the seeds, and add that to the batter instead. All right, the batter is done, and we're going to let it rest for 10 to 20 minutes. This helps hydrate the dry ingredients, so you get a cornbread with a moist, tender crumb. We'll use this time to heat up our cast iron skillet, and for the absolute best cornbread, I really recommend a cast iron skillet. It retains heat for a long time, and that is how you get that amazing caramelized golden crust. But if you don't have one, I have tested this recipe in a 9x9 square baking pan, and it still comes out really good. I've got my 9-inch, maybe 10-inch cast iron skillet. I'm gonna put it in the oven to heat up for 10 minutes at 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Our pan is nice and hot, and we're gonna add a little bit of vegan butter to the skillet. It's gonna melt pretty quickly, and a sprinkling of cornmeal. This technique is going to enhance the buttery caramelization of the crust, as well as prevent the cornbread from sticking to the pan. Our pan is ready, our batter is hydrated, so I'm just gonna pour it in and we're gonna bake it for 25 minutes. Smells so good. Toothpick looks clean, so it just needs to cool on a wire rack for 10 to 20 minutes. I like to serve my cornbread just like this, or maybe with a little pat of vegan butter. But if you prefer your cornbread on the sweeter side, try brushing it with this maple butter. All you need to do is vigorously whisk some softened vegan butter until it gets fluffy, add in a little maple syrup, and that's it. As you can see, my cornbread has this beautiful crispy crust, a deep golden brown color, and the texture is not like a cake, but it does have a moist, tender crumb. Get in there. I think this is freaking delicious, and to see if other people agree with me, I put out a call on Instagram to have some taste testers test this recipe side by side with the standard cornbread recipe. I got a few more responses than we anticipated, so I've got to bake another batch of cornbread, and then we'll go meet up with our taste testers to see what they think. We got to the park a few minutes early to set up. Hello, welcome to the taste test. Testing, audio, hello, words, speaking. One by one, our taste testers arrived. As it turns out, we had every type of cornbread person there is.
I consider myself something of a cornbread enthusiast.
Oh.
Every time it's at the store, I can't help but grab a few bites.
I don't think I've ever seen cornbread like this in Switzerland.
I've had it like with southern food, I think, with barbecue. The cornbread that I've had has been like pretty dry and
Okay.
they haven't been pretty good.
I'm from Texas.
Okay.
So I'm very well versed with cornbread.
It's bread. I love bread and carbs, so.
Then it was time for everyone to try both my cornbread and the standard cornbread. Note to self, chewing cornbread takes a lot longer than you think. Next time, bring water. I was feeling good going into the taste test, but my confidence was shaken pretty early on.
I like them both, but the flavor of this one I think reminds me of that more. I guess it has like a nostalgic type feeling for me.
Both are so good. Soft, but there's enough sort of texture there and density, but it was like fluffy too. I'd say this one is my favorite.
My ego bruised, we continued on. Was I about to lose a taste test for the first time?
I don't know, the second one's so much more interesting. The texture, the taste, like it seems to have some spices or something in there. Whereas the first one is more neutral and kind of, some would say basic.
The first one here, a little bit on the bland side. It's kind of got that quality where it's like, I've had this cornbread before 1,000 times. Whereas this one is very different. I mean, I'm just going to take a second bite because
Okay.
I really like what it's doing inside of my mouth. Final verdict, this second one right here, by far.
Phew, I'm back in the game. I knew that other cornbread was basic.
This one I felt like was very flavorful and moist as well. I like the little beadiness of the corns. I just don't want it to be super plain. I like it a little crunchier. So
Yeah.
I like this one more.
For this one, it was like immediately moist, like gooiness. So it felt too gooey to me, in my opinion, of how I would want it. But it's still like, it was okay, not bad. This one had the perfect amount of moistness. But you can feel the crumbles of like the corn or the grits in there. So if I had to pick between those two, I would definitely prefer that one.
The one on the left kind of reminds me of just like your typical cornbread, pretty standard. But I really like the spin on this one. Is that like rosemary?
It is rosemary.
Yeah.
Good palate.
I would pick this one.
I like the texture of number 2 a lot more. This is my favorite. It's more unique and I like just the overall cornbreadiness of it.
I have to agree with Chris though that like this I would eat for more meals.
For more meals, okay.
I'm definitely, yeah, that one. This just seems like your average.
It tastes a little bit more bland. I can kind of taste like the flour. The one on the left, I love the herbiness on it. I like the texture. I would pick the second one. Oh yeah, that's mine, yeah!
I highly encourage you to conduct your own taste test where you make my cornbread recipe and absolutely no one else's. The recipe is linked in the description box below. Big thanks to our taste testers. See you in the next video, bye!